today I really wanted to share something super exciting with you. I wanted to share all the information about this brand new technology that we launched at the convention. You've probably seen it all over social media. You've probably seen it, me wearing it, you know, on Facebook, Instagram, and I have had quite some time to use it on myself, on my kids, on my husband, and to study exactly what it does so that I can give you my personal review and also give you some details about what it is, what it does, what are the benefits, and why you absolutely need this device in your life. So if this is something that you're curious about, please keep on watching. So let's dive into the good stuff. So at the first official Awaken kickoff event, they launched this new brain health technology. I had the opportunity to experience it right there, right then, and I actually had the opportunity to see and hear Dr. Porter, the developer of this technology, speak about it twice and explain what it does. And also I had him, the inventor of this headset, actually performed the brain check test on me before the first test session and after the first test session, so that I could understand what it does and what the potential is and what it can do. First of all, I want to say that my mind was absolutely blown off by just the things that we saw at the convention, where people were coming in super stressed out. You know, some people had stress levels over 600%, and in one 15-minute session, this magical device was able to bring their stress levels down to 48% from 600s, which is absolutely mind-blowing to me. So what this device actually does and what it can help with. First of all, it helps with your brain health, right? So it helps with cognitive function, memory, focus, all the things that you do on the daily basis. I mean, we cannot function properly without our brain, right? And as we're getting older, our brains are not developing as they should. So as the scientists say, and there's so much information on neuroplasticity out there, you can Google it. Neuroscientists are saying right now that brain is actually plastic. So you can mold the brain, it can grow, it can develop in so many different ways. And we should be exercising, we should be working on our brain just like we're working on our muscles, right? So it's totally normal to be working on our bodies, to go to the gym, to eat super healthy and do all the things. But we somehow kind of leave our brains out of the game. I know just recently, in the recent years, the whole thing about mental health is kind of at least going upwards, and we're trying to acknowledge that mental health is the real thing and we should be paying a little bit more attention to it. So this is the device that's actually going to help your brain in so many different ways. So first of all, it helps with sleep, right? If we do not go into that deep sleep, that's restorative sleep, it's also known as a REM sleep, we are not able to restore and recover. So our bodies actually have the opportunity to heal themselves, to restore our levels of energy, to replenish all the systems, and to do a little bit of housekeeping while we are sleeping. But it's absolutely impossible for brain to do if you are not going into that deep restorative sleep. I'm one of those people that ever since I had kids, I suffered with, I don't know if it's mom's brain or mom's insomnia. I just cannot go into the deep sleep. This particular device, in conjunction with the product that we just launched, which is called Unwind, and it is a sleep product, they have done miracles for me. I just cannot tell you enough. But I'm going to leave the best for the last. I'm going to share my personal experience. First of all, I want to share a little bit more about what it can help with. So I mentioned brain health, memory, cognitive function, focus, stress response. It also helps with sleep. So it actually helps you go into that deep restorative sleep every single night. Actually, 15 minutes using this device actually equals 4 hours of deep restorative REM sleep. Just let that sink in. Even if you are a shift worker, even if you are a mom that cannot get that full night's sleep for, for a known reason, you can do a 15-minute session with this device every single day, and in just 15 minutes you're going to let your body recover the stress and just replenish. So it also obviously helps with stress levels. It brings your stress levels down, and if you are constantly under stress, first of all, it wreaks havoc on your entire system. It also can cause a lot of other issues like illnesses and things that we can develop over time, as well as weight loss. You're not going to be able to go into the fat burning mode if your cortisol levels are high. So this device actually helps you de-stress, bring your cortisol levels down, and for your body to just breathe. I can also say it helps you function better through the day, not just at night, so you're more resilient to stressors. You're not as irritated, you're not as worried, so your anxiety levels are going down. And I have been personally experiencing this, so I can actually attest to that. It's not just something that's mentioned on the website or something that somebody came up with. It actually does work. And it also actually helps with meditation. So if you're one of those people that are trying to meditate just like me and just cannot do it, I just can't meditate. I have tried everything. I've worked so hard to just quiet my mind, and it just doesn't work. I constantly go back to my brain spinning like a hamster wheel all the time. So I'm one of those people that has a really hard time meditating. So this device actually is your little shortcut, and almost it feels like cheating sometimes, because it usually takes people about 15 years or more to actually train your brain to go into that brainwave pattern where you can actually meditate, right? So it takes a lot of practice, it takes a lot of patience. This is a shortcut. So if you're into meditation, this literally gets you into the alpha brainwave pattern where you're super relaxed, where you're, creative. It's insane how it works. So now let me explain how does it work. Let me show you. I'll just turn it on so you can see there's different light that goes into your brain through your ears. So you put it on like this, and then when you select a session that you want to do, just put your visor on like this. And there are also light that goes into your brain through the membrane of your eyes. So light and sound frequency therapy has been used so much lately, by medical professionals, by big universities. This particular device has been used by big sports teams, big companies like Google. So this is not something that's new, right? It's been around for 15-20 years. It has over 12 different clinical studies on this device, and there's so much science behind it. There are lots of big athletes that are using it to help restore, recover, distress. So when you put it on, there's light and sound that goes through your ears directly into your brain, and there's light that goes into your brain through the membrane of your eyes, just like this. And basically you just put it on, you take your phone, there is an app that comes with it. I look a little funny with it on. There's an app that goes with the device. It's Bluetooth, obviously, and you can select whichever session that you want to do, whether you want to do the energy session, whether you want to do the deep recovery sleep. There is a whole big program for kids to help them with their learning, anxiety, making friends. So this device can actually be used by absolutely anyone. There is no age limit. It helps with PTSD, concussions, ADHD, so many different things that, if I go over everything, it's going to take me 3 hours to make this video. So for the purpose of this video being short and sweet, I'm not going to do that. But there's a ton of different programs that you can be using along with this device. So it uses light frequencies that go directly into your brain, and it train your brain to go into a specific brainwave pattern. So it can help your brain to go into the delta, theta waves to sleep better, to recover at night. It uses uses auriculotherapy, which I'm so proud of myself for pronouncing this word hopefully properly, which is basically getting the energy into your brain through the eyes and the ears. It uses beats and tones. So when you are listening to the session, there is, you know, like little tapping sounds, and there's like tones that also influence your brain. And I mean, tapping has been used a lot by therapists, by doctors, so it's not a new thing. It uses guided visualization. Like I said, it has over 2,000 different programs. You can select whichever one. You can select some for meditation, some for restorative sleep, some for weight loss. There is a big, you know, program on weight loss. There's a stuff for kids. There's just so much, and it's all guided, and it helps you kind of relax, and you're listening to the voice, and it's very, very soothing. And it uses 10 cycle holographic music. So it's like a whole 360 experience you're immersing yourself in. So basically all you do is you put it on, you turn it on, you select the program that you want to be doing, and then you just relax, sit back and relax. Or so many times I fell asleep with this device on, but after using it for about, I would say 2 weeks now, I can say that first of all, sleep is night and day. I cannot even tell you. I just pass out and I wake up in the morning. It's never happened to me before. Ever since I had kids almost 13 years ago, I can hear everything. And I can still hear, you know, if one of my kids is crying, I can still wake up. I can, you know, go to the bathroom at night, and I go back right to sleep, and I'm out. So that's a whole difference. You wake up super rested, and you just feel a completely different human being. Another thing I noticed personally, that I am so much more resilient to stress. There's a lot of stress in my life. I have 3 boys, okay, it's a lot. They fight. There's drama at school. There's a lot of different things, sports. So as a mom, you have to be able to like snap back from that, you know, high levels of stress really, really fast. Even though during the session that Dr. Porter did on me, like that 15-minute test session, he was able to find that I'm just a very vibrant human being, and I can snap back from, you know, the levels of stress very easily. And it's probably because I have 3 boys, so my brain is trained really well to snap back. You know, there's always somebody bleeding, or there's just chaos in my house, so I have to. And I'm going to share a little bit of the findings of what he did.
We're looking at this yellow is your sympathetic, red is neurohormonal, green is parasympathetic. And what we really want this to look like is a third, a third, a third. So you can see how we started to get that movement in that one session. This number here, the stress number, you're already in the good range. Your body wasn't experiencing stress anyway. Mm-hmm. You're in the good range between 10 and 100. We had the person 2 before you was 600.
Wow.
So when you went from 66 down to 57, so you lowered it even though you were in the good range already. Nice. This number here, anything below 145 is in the good range. And lower numbers are better. That's already really good. This is how fast you regulate. Like if something happens to you, like Michael Tyson when he says, when everybody has a plan till they get hit. Mm-hmm. You know, so you can take a hit. You can get disrupted and then go back. Some people can't do that. And the higher this number is, the slower the change. So you're very fast. You should be handling that change really well. You're at 82 already. We had a little bit of a stress response on your neurohormonal just because you're already that's all still in the top range. We just didn't move it, where sometimes we will. Sometimes we'll pop that up. Your metabolism stayed about the same, but when we look here at 136, 178, 147, 157, that's good. Sometimes we just don't, you're just already in a good range, but this will keep improving, and probably because we did it over lunch. Did you eat lunch?
No.
So yeah, your body must be wanting some fuel.
Hungry.
Yeah. So when we look here, you just stayed in the same range. That's around the same ballpark. You have good physiological energy in the brain. You might need a longer session than that one. When we look here at 37, that's a sign of inflammation, and you were able to bring it down to 24. The lower this number is in delta, the more energy you'll have. So you see how this spiked at 20, when you see that, the perfect one looks like this. So you're getting there, it just takes some time to train it. Once you have about 30% alpha and 45% beta, you'll have like energy like you wouldn't believe. It will be even more energy. When we look here at, we actually aged you a year, but.
You aged me?
Yeah, but you're still pretty much, I mean, you're in the top percent, so it's kind of, so sometimes we can lower that, sometimes it can't, like.
I went to 31.
Yeah, there you go.
Good job.
So you're still 14 to 19% better than someone your age. You just had a little bit of a stress response, which sometimes happens. It depends on how the body's running energy. We usually get maybe 1 out of every 20 people will have it's not a negative. If your nervous system moves, that's good. It just wasn't as good as like we see some people. I was thinking you might move it all the way up to 100%. Some people do that. So this is the way how it just summarizes everything. And then we can look at your spine and what's going on. So a little bit of a blockage down here in your spine. I don't know if something happened when you're in the chair that might have, that blockage there is probably what's causing it. So this is energy, not structure. So, and then we can see what happens with the chakra centers.
Oh.
So you can see you're in the top percent of all the chakras. And then we look here at the meridians.
I'm just a vibrant human being.
Yes. So these are all of the top percent of everything. So
what?
Yeah. So you're already an A student.
How did that happen?
Yeah.
I can definitely take what life throws at me better. I'm not as irritated, so things do not irritate me as much. I'm more zen. That's what I would say. I'm just more even throughout the day. So it has to be something really dramatic to just, get me really really worried and anxious. Right now I just feel like I can take on anything. I have way more energy and mental focus. So when I'm on task, and I'm not as easily distracted as I used to be. So it's a huge thing, for people that have to concentrate at work, and especially if you do have that brain fog situation that I used to have, it helps with that. Like I can tell you right now that I am so much more focused. I am able to accomplish so many more things throughout the day, which is a huge difference, especially when you're a mom and you're also a stay-at-home mom and you're working from home and running a big business with, a lot of people on your team. So it definitely is helping. One other thing that I want to say, that I've been using it on my husband. Obviously the same thing, sleeps better, less irritable, but I've been using it on my kids. And I want to say that our bedtime routine is completely different right now. So with 3 boys, I don't know what happens at around 8:30 p.m. with them, but like hell is unleashed, and they're just starting to run around and being so loud, and then fighting, and somebody punches somebody, and then there's blood, and there's other things, and it's crazy at night. With this device, as soon as we introduced it, it is a night and day difference. So basically they negotiate who's going to do it first, and they just put it on. I just turn on the program, usually for just, stress release and recovery and sleep, and they just fall asleep. And then I just take it off and put it on the other one and put the same program on, and they just fall asleep. They fall asleep within 10 minutes. And I can say that they stay asleep until morning, and they wake up in so much better mood, and just, I don't know, they're not as hyper throughout the day, even though they're still very energetic. I mean, they're boys, right? But it's been a night and day difference already, and we've been using it, about 2 weeks, and not very consistently, not every day, because sometimes there's sports, I just don't have enough time, because a restorative sleep session is around 25 minutes, and for 5 people in the family, it's a big chunk of time. So sometimes we don't do it, but on the days when we do, it's a night and day difference. My middle son, Jacob, he actually usually wakes up at around 5:30, 6 in the morning, and he's super go. He's been sleeping after these sessions. He was sleeping until around 7, and he would wake up and he's calm. So this device definitely doesn't have an age limit. Anyone can be doing it, and it's been a game changer for us. But so now, why our company, why Awaken, decided to partner up with the Brain Tap and introduce this AWAKENDmind headset into their lineup. So basically, I want to say that just this device alone and just the products alone are awesome, but the magic happens when you combine them and work with them together. So I definitely can say, so for anybody who's trying to lose weight, having all the products and this system together is magic. So first of all, like I said, if you have high levels of stress, cortisol hormone is really high, you're not going to be able to burn fat, even if you're using ZENITH. So if you're using ZENITH and you're using the sleep product and this technology, your results are going to go through the roof, and we've seen it happen already in about 2 weeks that we have had this device on our hands, right? So people who were at a standstill started dropping pounds like crazy, myself included. At the convention, eating all the things and having a few drinks, I lost a pound when I came back. I was like, how did that happen? I thought I gained 10. I was consistently taking my ZENITH, and obviously I had one session with this and it helped me. And then every single day I've been doing the weight loss sessions with the AWAKENDmind headset, and I've been taking my ZENITH, and I've introduced this product, which I'm going to be talking about in another video. So make sure you're subscribed to my channel so that you know exactly when I post the video. But anyways, all of these products combined together are the magic sauce. Even Dr. Porter said that this was the missing link in their system, because the AWAKENDmind headset works really well on the brain, but the products work on the inside of the body. So you can be doing the weight loss sessions with this, but what happens in the middle of the day when you're getting hungry, that's where ZENITH comes into play, where it's balancing your hormones and it brings down your appetite and your cravings. So these two combined together is the magic sauce, and I can definitely say that a lot of people are already seeing amazing results. So if you would like to learn a little bit more information about this technology, text headset to the number on the screen. I'll be super happy to share everything about it. If you would like to know a little bit more about ZENITH and the weight loss product, text product to the number on the screen. I'll be super happy to share. But all of this that we launch actually makes me so excited about what is yet to come. Awakened and the leaders of Awaken are so smart for introducing products with technology, with systems, with courses. We're going to have retreats, so they're doing so much, and I know that business-wise this company is going to go through the roof. So if you're kind of researching about Awaken, maybe you're curious about the business side of Awaken, text business to the number on the screen or send me an email. I always leave my email in the description box below. I'll be super happy to connect with you if you're a big leader in another network marketing company or maybe in another country. I know we're going to be expanding in Southeast Asia really soon, so reach out to me. I'll be super happy to connect you maybe with the founders of the company as well. So I'm very excited about this technology, about all the new products that we have launched, and I know big things are coming, and it's exciting to see so many people win and actually have amazing results, because the impact that we can make with this technology and our products combined is incredible. I have somebody on my team who is suffering from severe PTSD from being in the army herself and her husband, and the story that she shared from her army days and the trauma that she suffered, this is helping her big time. Like big time. I know my husband is a police officer. I know there are lots of first responders that absolutely need the products and this technology combined, because PTSD is a real thing and it comes out in very tricky and sneaky ways sometimes. So if you know anybody who needs this technology, definitely send this video to them, because they might need this and they might need to look into this. So why you would want to partner with Awaken to get this technology, because you can just go to Brain Tap, their website, and purchase it from them. But the thing is that Awaken has found a way to make it the cheapest way possible, and the subscription to the app is going to be basically cut in half for people in Awakened. And Awakened is going to have their own programs that go synergistically with our products. So each product, like let's say Unwind, will have or already has a session that's called Unwind, specifically to work well with this product. Uplift, the same thing. ZENITH, weight loss session. So it does make more sense to go through Awaken than just through the Brain tab. And we are the first network marketing company that is doing this and getting this technology into the hands of the people. So far, there's been medical professionals, medical institutions, college teams, sports teams that were able to get this technology into their hands. Now we're taking it global to all the different countries, and it's super exciting. So I hope I answered some of your questions. I hope I clarified some things, and if you are already using this technology, leave me a comment. How are you liking it? How is everything going? And if you're seeing any results already, and if you would like to stay connected and see some behind the scenes and updates on my Instagram, follow me on there. I'll leave my Instagram handle on the screen here. And if you have made it so far into this video and you are not yet subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel because I do post every single week. Again, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.